Welcome back to the Odyssey. I am Mike Odyssey, and let's jump right in. We have a patent here that was issued on August 15th for Nintendo, and this has to do with a controller. Now, Mike, why would you be covering a patent on a controller? Well, it is a Nintendo Switch controller, but there is something new coming in the horizon, and I think it's coming very, very, very soon. And, well, I feel like I'm the only one actually talking about this. Nobody else has mentioned it, but I'm talking about a new edition Switch. Okay, an edition Switch is not necessarily a brand new Switch. It's just a Switch inspired by a game, and this controller here kind of, in a way confirms it. Let's go ahead first here and look at this date. What reminds you? What does this date remind you of? Right here, Mario March 10th, right? So then we have the design for the controller right here. This is just the controller. They're issuing a patent for a controller, and one thing that we have found out here on the channel is that Nintendo, every time they release a product, whether it is another Nintendo Switch in an edition, right? Like, for example, we have the Tears of the Kingdom edition. They release a patent right before it. It doesn't matter what type of change the system has, whether it's cosmetic or anything internal. Nintendo always covers their beans, and they like to release patents right before they release anything related to a product. Now, what I believe here is that maybe we're getting a Nintendo Switch OLED edition, Mario Wonder edition, and maybe it could be an entire Switch or just the Joy-Cons, just like they did with I think it's Skyward Sword. They released those really cool blue Joy-Cons for Skyward Sword. So here we have a patent that Nintendo just released, and I'm going to show you because I actually made the mock-up. I designed a controller that I feel would go nicely with Mario Wonder. I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes here, but I want to just give you a little bit of information here. Of course, September 2021, this was filed. It was issued on August 15, 2023. They were in no hurry to get it because, of course, Mario Wonder is still not out yet. And then this basically just kind of goes over the controller, basically. Just because it describes the controller, it goes on the Switch, but it goes in more detail on the actual controller. Now, this part right here kind of gives you a little hint of the screen, and it could actually tell you that this could be the actual patent for the Wonder Edition. I like that name, right? The Mario Wonder Edition of the Switch. So, it's a regular Switch patent, but they just released it, meaning that something is coming ahead of it, right? And now I want to go ahead and show you what I believe this will look like. And this is a render I literally just made just now on Photoshop, and I created this so that you guys have an idea on how it looks. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Here, my friends, is what I call the Super Mario Brothers Wonder Edition Switch. And what I did here was, of course, I made the Joy-Cons in that Wonder kind of theme there. And I made both of them that way. And I added that little flower there. I'm not sure if Nintendo will do that, or they just basically just give us the actual aesthetic of the gradients here. And I also wanted to put the logo in that aesthetic too, because when it comes to Wonder Edition, Nintendo never goes too crazy. It's always very subtle, right? And then actually it adds some type of elegance to it. It doesn't look tacky. So that's why I only wanted to do the controllers and the Switch logo here. And of course, the entire promotional material is around Mario Wonder. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Will Nintendo issue? Will this be something similar to what Nintendo actually releases? Because hey, Nintendo never kind of switches this here unless it's a red Joy-Con little base thing like they did for the Mario edition, which I think wasn't really a Mario edition because it didn't really have anything to do with Mario. It was just the aesthetic and the color, right? This one at least, resembles the logo of Mario Wonder with the controllers like that. And of course, if we have that little flower there, I'm pretty sure Nintendo, if they add any elements to this area here, it'll be a lot more subtle than this, right? It'll be maybe engraved or something like nice or better looking than this. But when it comes to the actual dock, I love the Switch logo in this this design here because it is subtle, but it gives you that nice pop out look with Mario Wonder kind of feel, right? It's something that makes you wonder, right? I love the logo and the kind of like the wavy feel of the Wonder because it's a game that kind of takes you on a journey and you don't know where you're going, how you got there, but you know that you're there. So let me know what you guys think about this design. Do you like it? Do you think it's a possibility Nintendo will release something similar to this? All right, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of Odyssey News. Let me know your thoughts down below. And don't forget, tonight we'll be streaming live. We are having our countdown to Mario Wonder, and we will be giving away copies of the game. So come tonight. Come hang out with us tonight live at 7:30 Eastern Time, and we will be having a lot of fun on the live stream tonight. That is going to do it for this episode of Odyssey News, but before I let you go, I have two things I need to let you know. Number one, never give up, and number two, journey on. Peace.